Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to you about growing elderberry in, I guess, more east, north Texas. I am in Terrell, Texas. These are 1, 2, 3 of my main elderberry bushes. This variety is different than those two. I made sure that I got 2 different kinds of elderberry. It seems to help a lot more with fruiting and how much they fruit. But they're all Canadensis, not Nigra. So, or Nigra. I don't even know how to pronounce it. But I wanted to show you guys, these things grow like crazy. Make sure you plant them in a place that, like, water sits here sometimes. So this does get enough water. And I water a lot of my plants here. So a lot of that water kind of drizzles this way. Elderberry love water. So right now they're kind of thriving, but when it gets to like June, July, that is where you're gonna have to really pay attention to the water that you're giving them, because it gets hot in Texas. And if they do not get enough water during the time that they are flowering, that is going to be a really bad thing. That means that their berries are not going to come out. They're not going to be plump. Look, we already are starting to get little flowers. This is going to grow a lot bigger than what this looks like. I'm getting, look, they're all over. See all that new growth? Now, another thing, okay, water really, really well. Yes. You have to prepare yourself for shoots. Okay. So this stuff is ragweed. Very easy to come up. Let me show you real quick. I have good soil, so ragweed comes up very easy, and I just give it to the chickens, the chicks, or whatever. You can give it to your animals. Okay, these are sunflowers. Another thing that comes up really easy. This is a shoot from this elderberry bush, and this does not come up as easy. This is actually attached to this. So what I've been doing, because I get shoots everywhere. I'm about to show you real quick. Shoot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are just ones I see right now. 7, 8. Let's keep looking. 9, 10. This is a sunflower. This is ragweed. This is elderberry. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I just walking a little bit. 15 shoots of elderberry. What do? I literally dig them up. I dig them up and sell them, dig them up and give them away. But it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work, guys. But it's worth it when you're able to share. So some other plants I have in this area that are kind of chaotic. Morning glories. I'll never plant them again. One, I'll never have to. They come back every year. And then dewberries. Dewberries, I can kind of cut them back, but we get berries, of course. And the morning glories are the only problem. But anyway, back to the elderberry. As you can see, they're big plants. So what this means is this is shading off a lot of the sun from over here. What does that mean? This area I'll never be able to grow like tomatoes and peppers and stuff in this area because they're so shaded off. So what I do grow is huge plants like sunflowers, because they're tall enough to be able to get the sun themselves, and plants like calendula, because they can tolerate the partial sun. Even the cosmos are doing pretty good, but this right here, this area right here it actually gets a little bit of sun. But again, because this tree and the elderberry, they do get quite a bit of shade. So make sure you're keeping that in consideration. You can do lettuces, you can do radishes, because there is going to be partial shade around the elderberry. I did not get fruit the first year. I didn't get fruit, I want to say, until the 3rd year that I've had these elderberry trees. The first 2 years I cut them all the way back in the when they were done their cycle during the winter. Last year I did not cut them back. I just let them die off by themselves, and what that did, I ended up having all these dead big stems. Well, the majority were dead, but I also got some greens from them. I'm gonna give you an example here. This was a stem I did not cut last year, and look, all these shoots started coming from the stem. What I thought was dead was not dead. So I'm still kind of learning in that aspect of whether to cut, whether not to cut. But I did notice that when I did cut, look at all of the new shoot. Like, there's so many new lighter green shoots that came from the main stalk. So, and in the ground, of course. So I have had great success with elderberry. I've made a lot of money off elderberry, praise God. So if you have the space, this is a huge space, guys. I can't even, oh my goodness, I can't even explain how much. This is maybe, I don't know, 200 square foot or something. This is a lot of space needed. They get big, but you get a lot of berries. So if you are considering growing in North Texas elderberry in your garden, look, one all the way over here too. This is a whole huge shoot that happened and I just left it there. It does become forestry. Also, it has not happened to me where I've seen snakes, but keep in mind that these are huge. So we have had skunk, we have had armadillos, we've had cats, kittens, things hide in the garden. So keep that in mind as well. I have not done, oh yeah, I also do mulching. So the mulch also helps a lot with the water. I'm gonna cut this area down and clean that up, and I'm gonna create like this pretty little picnic type area because it's just so beautiful, and I feel like with the shade in the summer it'll be really nice. So if you have any question about my elderberry, let me know. If you're in the area and you want to buy some, let me know. I have shoots everywhere. God bless you guys.